It was a mile, maybe a mile and a half to the first down mark.
Yeah.
So he did all he could to get there. A little disappointing at the end, but, boy, they gave it a great effort, didn't they? Got to give him a little respect for that, don't you?
And he really helped his yards per carry average, that's for sure.
Yeah, quietly, he'll take that.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
20.
Check 13.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
No.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the red zone now, Newton. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Great. 20.
Deuce. Watch the edge. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Newton on the keeper. Throwaway and incomplete.
Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Bryant will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check three. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check. All right, put it on.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And from the 25, they work. To the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Tuesday. Check. Hey, Charlie.
We'll hold this.
Let's go.
Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the Falcons' 29-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Newton steps away to his left. That's caught. It's Thomas. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Check 15.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
20.
Here's Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And on the ground they go with a running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here we go.
Hey, Brooklyn. Bravo.
So that'll back him up 5.
Down. Ready. 280.
Six guys. Check 6 guys.
51. Down.
56 to Mike.
Hey, exit.
Check 56. Hey, check.
Got to go.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a gain of 16, first down, Falcons.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Falcons.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Push him back. Check 43. Check the backer.
Now Ito Smith. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike 29. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me.
From the 36, Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
45, Mike, 45.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They'll run on first down. Armstrong. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there. Yeah,
it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 28-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
59. Hey, come on, now. Come on, now. Check 99. Hey, Tuesday. Switch. Watch the safety creep. Back.
On the ground, this is Smith. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double dog, that's the way.
Hey, South.
Mike 29. Here we go. 29 is a Mike.
20.
Now it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Check 9. Check. Hey, Zoo.
Throwing again. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Drop deep. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Watch safety creep. Creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check. Hey, South. Hey, box drop.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Bust through the tackle. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
On first down, it's Armstrong. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Here we go. 180! Defense wins championships, baby. Swing!
On second down now, it's Armstrong. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Man,
To throw on third down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Here we go.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Second and 3 at the 31-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Let's go. Gun.
45. Mike, 45.
Come on, boy. Win. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Hatchet.
Eight.
Whip. Watch the whip. Kill.
Here's Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. In for the score. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
59.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And finding the tight end, Hooper. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Gun. Five.
He's heavy on the edges. 29 is the Mike 29. All day, dog.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Gun.
Check.
20.
Check.
To try again after the sack. Newton, he's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, 59, ready. Go.
Stay with your man. Mike, check, 59. I'm coming up.
Here's Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 29. Yeah. You don't want none. Alert flare.
Wait.
Flare.
Check 32. Anything up?
Now Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Being chased out left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, it's Armstrong. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Strong right. 8. 3 down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Armstrong. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 31. Tighten up.
Newton now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And the pressure gets to him again.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Gun.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. I got you, boy.
Hey, Mike's 7.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
On second and 15 now. Ryan, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
A 14-yard pickup.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Falcons on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Shit. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Wide. Get wide.
22. 21. Hey, Alpha. Let him go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Space.
Hey, switch gears.
A first down carry for Smith. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
39.
59's Mike. Check.
Smooth.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Check.
Defense on deck.
Let him go.
Here's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
51, Sam.
56.
Hey, Delta.
56. Ricky.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft. Hey, watch the edge. Watch the edge.
Great.
Now it's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Here you go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check three.
They run the counter. It's Armstrong. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A big play there for the Panthers. 45 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
That's it. Look, 80.
Check 53. All right, T. Let's check. All right, T.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. Open man is Samuel. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Watch twist.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So out comes the field goal team once more. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gano's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Mike, check. 59. Here we go.
Wait.
Let's go. Let's bring it. 59's Mike. 59's Mike.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Ryan throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Ryan now just 5 of 16 throwing the ball, but he's got a 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, take 10.
29 is a Mike. Mike 20.
Hey, seam 6.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29. You're not ready. You're not.
Base.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 29.
Check.
Let's go one more.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 29. Danny.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Check.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Here we go. 29 is the Mike 29. Watch the flood.
Hey, wait.
Watch out.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
All day, every day, any day. Underground.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Armstrong. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So this one is over. A victory.